again, this is Sheepadoodle Canine Manor. This is one of our 2 litters born on the 15th of April. This is a litter of 10 puppies out of Sheila. She's our AKC Old English Sheepdog, born here, and RG, AKC Standard Poodle, now retired. Oh, goodness gracious. Anyway, I'm going to, we are in the process of weaning, so they are now more focused on me. They've just been pigging out, and I'm going to get their food back in here, but I thought maybe if I could keep them to where they're focused on me. And that is our black-collared girl. And I do believe there are a couple of puppies that are not chosen yet from our reservation list. I will be getting back into trying to contact people later today. Today is Memorial Day 2018, and I will probably try to dive into that. I needed to spend more time over here today. Since yesterday was Sunday, we were in church in the morning. We were on the road back and forth to Maryland to place one of our retirees in the afternoon into the evening. So it was just kind of busy and hectic yesterday, so I really didn't get to spend as much time over here with the puppies, aside from chores, as I would have liked. So thought I'd take today to update, and then I will try to get things going again as we're able to view the new videos. They were 6 weeks old yesterday, again, so we are in the process of weaning them, along with Callie's puppies, which I will be doing a video of them very shortly as well. I've done JoJo's, already published JoJo's when I went in for lunch, and then now I'm back out here and I will publish these 2 videos as well. Okay, so that one they're playing with the toy, the crackly toy. They love crackly toys if you can find them. Is the gray collared boy. Okay, there is our dark pink collared girl. There's her face. All right, drinking over there the water. That is our brown collared boy. All right. Did I say dark pink? Because that one oh no, that's red. This is red. They tend to look very similar. I have to look at it directly, not through the phone viewfinder, because they look the same color. This is our dark pink over here. Okay, and this is our red. And I know I have a light pink. Oh yes, she's one of our snow caps. This is our light pink girl. She had lost her collar, so I had to replace her collar. All right, again, this is our black collar girl. And let's see, I can't see your collar color, babe. I did just change them. Light blue, because it's so much easier for me to be able to see them when they're fresh. Not to mention they need to be changed periodically. Anyway, on a regular basis, because they get dirty and dingy. This is our purple collar girl. And sometimes in the case of our light pink, they fall off. All right, there's our gray collar boy. You're goofy. You're goofy, aren't you? You're just happy. See, they're happy puppies. Yes, they are. They're happy puppies. Callie's puppies aren't too happy over there. I can hear them. They hear my voice, and they know I'm not over there, and they don't understand why they're not getting that attention. There's our little half face. Yeah, this is our little aqua-colored girl. All right. Black collar. You have such distinctive markings. I can see you without the collar. And that is a female, remember, in this litter, because we have a lot more females. There's an orange collar girl. Yes, you're doing better today, aren't you? Yeah. All right, and there's our purple collar girl. And our light blue collar boy. And aqua collar girl. Pink collar girl. Yeah, everybody's so happy. Up. Now I discovered I have a new collar. There's a light blue. No blue eyes in this litter. Not that I could tell. As fast as they're moving and as tiny as their eyes are, and sometimes it is hard to see them. I actually have to hold them up to the window. Wow. Drink time, huh? In order to be able to see them and confirm them. And sometimes I've still doubted as to whether they are actually blue or not. We only know that we have a double blue eye and a single blue eye in JoJo's litter right now. Okay. I can't remember if Katie was bred to Ram, which I do believe she was. Cherry was bred to Sam. Katie was bred to Ram. She's got a litter upcoming with the genetics of Boaz, which is Ram's dad, would throw blue eyes with Naomi and Ruthie periodically. Again, at random. You know, they could be one puppy or it could be 2 or 3 puppies within the same litter with the same parents. But anyhow, JoJo is double blue-eyed, but with her first litter with RG, she did not throw any blue eyes. I don't think RG was capable of throwing blue eyes. I don't know. Again, I'd have to do a lot of DNA and genetics, and I just don't get into that to figure out who's going to throw what, because that's not my priority here. Anyway, Ram, of course, Ram is the sire of JoJo's litter this time, and with his dad having a history of having been able to throw blue eyes with our Old English, likewise, so did he. So it will be interesting to see, because Katie has one blue eye. She's also a daughter of Naomi and Gino. Leave your your brother's tail alone, little turd. So it's a very good possibility we might have blue eyes in Katie's. I don't know, you know, and it maybe we won't. But she was bred to Ram this last time, so we could. And I think even Katie bred to Boaz once. I'm not really sure she had blue eyes, so, you know, it's just like I said. And the most blue eyes we actually have had in our history was from Katie, Sheila, and Cherry's mom and dad. Or no, excuse me, mom and aunt. And that would have been Ruthie and Naomi. Ruthie, of course, still lives here with us because she's middle Miss Houdini. And I'd never, ever forgive myself if I sent her to a new home and she pulled one of her uncanny acts of escaping and something would happen to her. I couldn't live with myself if I allowed that to happen. So she's happy here. She and Jack is retired, so they're in the retirement yard, and she is doing well, running and having a good time every day, just like the rest of our dogs. In their big yards, under their shade trees, and we got to kick the air conditioning on in the kennel, I think. I might have to pick up a couple new units. Unfortunately, the dust and dirt over there from the kennel and the dogs is hard on our air conditioners. We almost have to replace them every year. But better to replace them than not to have any comfort for our dogs in the heat altogether. So, but we have grown beautiful shade trees in their yards. I'd like to have more, but they love laying under the shade during the day. Just being doggies. There's a purple collar girl. I don't know if I pointed you out. If I repeat, that's okay. I want to make sure we don't miss anybody. Brown collar boy. There's our aqua color girl, our little half face. Oh, that wasn't very nice. See, light blue collar boy just decided that he was going to push his sister out of being in the spotlight, huh? Yeah, they're so funny. Anybody that's got an adult Sheepadoodle knows that these guys are just almost part human. They can be very spiteful. I mean, my Daisy has pulled some stunts. Not the least of which was just recently eating my Apple Watch. And she's not a chronic chewer, but when she's mad at me, she will find something that belongs to me and she will destroy it. I don't mind my $5 reading glasses. The Apple Watch was pushing it a little bit too far and she destroyed it. Unfortunately, I didn't have Apple Care on that one. I did get another one and I made sure I purchased Apple Care with it. And I know Lori knows what I'm talking about. She'll know. She had it happen. I think it was Lori that had it happen to her. I can't remember, but one of my customers had it happen to them. They fortunately did have Apple Care. I did try to get it when I purchased mine, but the guy at Best Buy, I guess, just didn't know how to set it up at the time. But this time I ordered it online from Best Buy, and they had the option to choose it, so I did. Because I don't trust myself. It was my fault where I left the watch. It had been there for 2 days, untouched. But as I said, that particular morning, Miss Daisy was a little bit annoyed with me because Daddy didn't let her in the bedroom after he got up like she usually comes in. And I didn't wake up enough to allow her to come in, and she was mad. So just make sure that you are aware that these puppies can be very smart, very tuned in. I know there's people that will argue it, but when I first started dating my husband, he had a border collie. We got along fine. I loved her. She loved me. I'm a natural animal lover, except that when she realized I was coming around too often, she got spiteful and literally jumped on the hood of my car and scratched it. I mean, she must have just gotten up there and just went little turd. She was not a destructive dog, but she was on a mission. She knew what she was doing. Nobody's going to tell me these dogs don't have a little more intelligence than sometimes we give them credit for. Yes. Goofballs. So I hope you got to view these puppies, and I hope the collars were viewable enough that even as I wasn't focusing on them individually, that you are able to identify them. And again, I know that there are a couple of them. They are noted whether they've been chosen or not chosen on my website, and I will pick up going through the list again today, so we can see if we can get the rest of these puppies from these 3 litters assigned. We do have a litter of Sheepadoodles. I think I had a request for someone to transfer to the Sheepadoodles. They should be arriving inside of this week. We're actually going to be moving Freckles over there. They'll be F1B, second generation Sheepadoodles, out of Sam and Freckles. Sam, of course, is Jack's son, and she is big with puppies, so we're just hoping for a very safe and healthy delivery from her. And we may be retiring her after this litter. We'll see how things go. Smudgy is already retired. She's going to her new home. She's already been spayed. She's going to her new home on Thursday. That's currently our only other excuse me, F1 Sheepadoodle. We only have 2 girls that are active breeding age, and of course Smudgy has already been spayed. We are raising up our little bug out of Bambi, who is retired and spayed and up for adoption. And Ram was the sire of that litter. She had a C-section, so we already had her spayed at that time. Okay. So I did update our adults for adoption. I need to answer an inquiry for Sheila and Katie, no, I think it was just or. But anyway, they're not going to be ready to go home for a few months, but I did put them on there because they are both retiring after these litters, and they are AKC Old English Sheepdogs. By that I mean they have a application. It does not mean that I actually registered them if I have not had a purebred or do not plan a purebred litter with them. Sometimes I will not register them with AKC, but they have their application, so I have a pedigree of the parents. Okay. Registration is just a piece of paper. You know, important obviously if you're showing, but I'm not. I'm doing crossbred, hybrid dogs, so we're not showing, but it is important to me to have some sort of a pedigree line on file for all of my dogs, for health reasons, but also historical reasons. So, okay. All right. Thank you very much. Again, have a blessed Memorial Day. God bless our military, men and women, and God bless the United States of America. And I hope everybody is enjoying their day, and prayers for the people in Ellicott City, Maryland. That little city is very close and dear to my heart. I spent a lot of time there. I used to board my horses near there. This is my single days. Had an apartment in Catonsville. They were hit pretty hard with those floods yesterday. It's just an area I spent a lot of my early 20s in before I met my husband, and again, where I had my horses, and it's just it's kind of devastating to see this happen to them for a second time in 2 years. And I taught myself to drive a stick shift on the hills of Ellicott City, right there in Old Town Ellicott City, where the water came raging down yesterday and 2 years ago. I was always told the best way to learn to drive a stick is on a hill, and no doubt if you've seen the videos of those floodwaters, you'll know that that is one heck of a hill. So please keep Ellicott City and its residents and business owners, as well as surrounding counties and towns and cities that were impacted by those devastating thunderstorms and flooding rains yesterday. All right? Okay. God bless you. Thank you for viewing our